discussing about double entry system. Okay, what is double entry system? What is single entry system? So see, over here, double entry system means the transaction which had two impacts in our financial transactions. Suppose any of the transaction will affect debit and credit, both the sides, then it will be a double entry system. Whenever there will be two aspects of a transaction, it will be a double entry system, and it will be recorded on the debit and credit, both sides. Okay, so when we are discussing about double entry system in accountancy, generally in accountancy, all of us follow double entry system. Single entry system is not followed by any of the businesses. uh, some of the small businesses can follow, but many of the businesses follow double entry system. Okay, and in double entry system there are golden rules that we had to know. The golden rule is there are three accounts, that is personal, real and nominal. Basically the golden rule is divided into two account, personal account and impersonal account. Okay, so the personal account, what is a personal account? Can anyone tell me what is personal account?
Personal account that represent any individual or any business firm, that calls personal account.
It can represent any of the individuals, any of the business firms, or it is also a representative account. Representative account means capital, drawings, all of these also come under personal account. Okay, so personal account, then comes real account. Real account shows all the assets, okay, except those which had already been shown in personal account. So see, personal account includes each and every individual, company's name, or any representative. Representative account means capital, drawing, everything. It includes each and everything. Okay, now debtor, creditor, they have their own name, so they will come to personal account. Debtor is in personal account. In real account, all the assets will be shown except those which have already been shown in personal account. It means land, building, cash, these are real. But when it comes to debtor, debtor is already shown in personal account. Okay, so it will not come in real account, it will be in personal account only. And then comes nominal account. In nominal account, there will be all the income and expenses, sorry, income and gain and expenses and profits. Everything will be shown in nominal. Income, gain, expense, losses, this will be coming in nominal
Hello,
account.
sir.
Huh?
Hello, sir. Sir,
Huh?
I would like to ask something. Last class you taught that we assume prelims
Huh?
expense and sorry, prelims expense. We assume assets as a prelims expense. That can be assumed. So
Hmm.
main thing. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. I'm just forgetting what the matter I am asking to you. 1 minute, sir. So yeah, you told me that we can assume discount as the assets. Yeah.
Hmm.
So recently class I told to my teacher Pawan sir, that is accounting teacher. They told me that we can assume assets as a expense or a income, whether it can be assumed as a income or a expense. They told that he do not assume that it is a asset. So can you sir clarify, sir, why do
I
we
am telling,
assume?
I am telling you, what I told you was, generally there are two types of asset we read. Okay, current and non-current assets. So in book, everywhere you will find only current assets, non-current asset, tangible, intangible. Okay, fictitious assets are not shown anywhere. I have already told you fictitious assets is not shown anywhere. And discount on issue, see, I have told discount will come, not discount allowed, discount received. Discount on issue of share, discount on issue of debenture, that will come. I have just told that preliminary expenses, discount All these are fictitious assets.
So,
Okay.
but sir, in the case of balance sheet, we show the fictitious assets in asset side because
Yep.
in 12th class we
Yes,
have
yes,
been
yes,
taught that
yes.
yes, sir, you can show the
So
expenses,
over
prelims
there, over
and
there,
advertisement expense in
okay,
assets
okay,
side
I
of
got
balance sheet.
your point. I got your point. Preliminary expenses and all are shown over there. What I told you, discount allowed and discount received is not shown over there, but discount allowed on shares, discount allowed on debenture, it is shown over there. Now, when we read it in class 12 about discount received, sorry, discount on shares, it was not in our syllabus. Now it has been deducted from law only. Ki discount is not allowed in shares. Okay, shares cannot be issued in discount, so it will not be shown in the balance sheet anywhere. So discount on issue of debenture will be coming on the balance sheet, in the balance sheet. Okay, so remember this: discount received and discount allowed, these are the income and expenses. This will be shown in the PL account only. It is not, it will not be shown on the balance sheet. But discount on issue of debenture, these are of capital nature. See, normal, because we have to think of revenue and capital also. I also told you, na, revenue, there are two types of item: revenue item and capital item. What does revenue item means? Revenue item means those item which uh, occurs regularly at regular interval of time. Okay, so we show discount, that's why we show discount in PL account. It is of revenue nature. Discount allowed, discount received, it is of recurring nature. In business it happens in normal business courses. But discount issued on debenture, these are of capital. Discount on issue of debenture, these are of capital nature. It will be shown on the balance sheet. So don't get confused because of this discount. Preliminary expenses, this is the fictitious asset. So just saying discount will be the fictitious asset is not appropriately correct. We have to say that discount on issue of debenture. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Hmm.
got it.
So now we were discussing about personal, real, and nominal account. Okay. So personal account is basically an account which is, which shows only the name, representations basically of individual, of a company's name, business's name, and uh, representative, that is capital drawings. Okay. In real account, all the assets are shown on the, in the real account, except for those which has already been shown in personal. And in nominal account, all the income, gain, expenses, losses will be shown. Clear? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear to everyone?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now the rule is, in personal account, what we do generally is golden rule. So everyone will write, if you remember this then it's okay, else everyone will be writing it down. Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. Because see, we are going to study double entry system. In double entry system, where there will be two aspects: one will be the debit and the another will be the credit. So in personal account, it will be debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay. In real account, it will be debit what comes in, credit what goes out. And in nominal account, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. Is that clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will be taking a 5 minute break and then I will be continuing the class. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So now we will be dealing with some of the, okay, one question I have to ask. So everyone who knows the answer will raise their hand, will not speak in between, but will raise their hand. Okay. So right now we have discussed about the golden rule, and as you don't have any issue in any of the rule, so I want to ask you one question, that whenever we do a banking transactions, okay, so whenever we deposit money in our bank account, the message comes, your account has been credited. And whenever we withdraw the amount from the bank, the messages come, your account has been debited. Why is it so? Whenever we deposit the money, the message is, your account has been credited. And whenever we withdraw the money, the message come is, your account has been debited. Do you have any answer regarding this? Yes, Preeti?
यस सर, क्योंकि वो बैंक के ट्रांजैक्शन होता है तो बैंक के अकाउंट में वो क्रेडिट जो होता है वो क्रेडिट हुआ, क्योंकि वो मनी तो उसके मतलब उसके यहाँ से गोज आउट हुआ है। अकॉर्डिंग टू गोल्डन रूल जब मनी गोज आउट होता है तो हम लोग उसको क्रेडिट में शो करते हैं।
तो मनी तो डिपॉजिट किए तो ना क्रेडिट हुआ।
यस सर, तो लेकिन वो हम अगर हम अकाउंट मेंशन करते तो वो डेबिट में जाता, लेकिन अकॉर्डिंग टू बैंक वो क्रेडिट होगा, क्योंकि उसके यहाँ से तो उसको लॉस हो, मतलब उसका तो पैसा कम जाएगा ना।
कैसे? हम लोग अगर बैंक में डिपॉजिट करेंगे तो उसका पैसा कमेगा, पहला चीज। सेकेंडली, बैंक comes under which account? Personal, real और nominal?
सर मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, जब सर वी व्हेन वी डिपॉजिट अकाउंट इन मनी बैंक, सर बैंक अपने आप को सर ये ऋणी एज्यूम करता है, जो किसी चीज से ऋण लिया है, तो इसीलिए वो सर क्रेडिट कर देता है हमको सर, और जब फिर ये विड्रॉ करते हैं तो फिर वो डेबिट कर देता है।
रिया?
So bank used to prepare their own book, that is the passbook. Based on that, they shows us whether it is whether the credit is going on or it is debit. So from the point of view of bank, if we see, if we deposit a money to the bank, for the bank point of view, it comes in, right? So debit what comes in, and okay, sorry, it's opposite.
It's opposite.
Sorry, sir.
So, and one more thing I am asking you, that whether a bank account is personal account, real account or nominal account?
Sir,
Personal.
personal.
Bank is a personal account. Bank
Personal
is a
account,
personal account. So if a bank is a personal account, then the rule will be the debit the receiver, credit the giver. Why are you applying the rule what comes in, what goes out? Because the rule will be debit the receiver, credit the giver. Okay. Last class I told you that whenever we will be making account, we will be assuming ourselves as a business, that we are the business. Okay. Now bank is sending the message. So what we will be assuming is, we are the bank only. Okay. We are assuming ourselves as a bank. Now bank is comes under personal account. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. So when someone is coming and depositing the money with the bank, then the person standing opposite the bank will be the giver, and the person who is depositing the money will be the giver. And according to the rule, it is mentioned that credit the giver. That is why bank credited when the amount is deposited, because debit the receiver, credit the giver, it works as the third person. See, try to understand. It works as a third person. Okay. So assuming that there is a bank, and we ourselves is assuming as a bank. So we are assuming ourselves as a bank. We are the bank. Now there is a person who came to deposit the money. So when this person will be depositing the bank, we will be thinking him as a giver. He is the giver. So the giver will be credited. That's why the message comes, your account has been credited. When someone will withdraw the money. When someone will withdraw the money, then he will be the receiver. The person will be the receiver. So we will be saying that debit. So just uh, clearing it once again, that whenever a person will be depositing, he will be the giver. So we will be crediting his account. And when anyone will be withdrawing the amount, he will be the receiver and we will be debiting his amount. So that is why the messages come when we deposit the money, the message come your account has been credited. And when we withdraw the money, the message come your account has been debited. Okay, now is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these are the something that we should know, because these are the regular transactions that we used to do. So we should know about this. So remember, bank is a personal account, not real account. So the rule of personal account will be applied always. Okay. Now, further, this is the golden rule. We have discussed right now is the golden rule. So some of the item I will be writing on the board right now, and you have to tell that whether that account, now everyone will raise their hand, and then I will be asking the person, and only that person will answer. Okay. So the first one is commission received. I have written some of the item. So commission received, in which account will it be shown and which side it will be shown? So everyone will raise their hand. I will ask accordingly. Yes, Preeti.
So commission received is a nominal account
Huh?
and commission received is debited, means cash account debit to giver account.
I am
Correct.
not asking. I am not asking for the journal entry. Just it. Okay, it is a nominal account, and whether it will be debited or credited.
It is debited.
It is debited. Okay. Anyone else?
So it is a nominal account and it will be credited.
Sir, according
it
to
is a,
it will be credited, sir. Cash account will be debited and the commission received account will be credited.
right now. I am not asking for a journal entry. So please don't answer journal entries. Okay. So it will be credited. So Preeti, the rule is of nominal account: debit all expenses and losses, credit all income and gain. So commission received is income. We are receiving the commission, so it is an income for us. So it will be credited. So commission received is a nominal account and is credited. So salary,
It's a nominal account and it will be debited.
it will be debited. Capital,
Personal account and it will be credited.
personal account and it will be credited. So please raise your hands first because I want everyone to
Sorry.
answer because it is really basic. I think everyone should know all these things. So now the next is debtor. Yes, Revati.
Sir, personal account. It is debit.
Sir, when we talk about salary, so how can I assume that salary account will be debited? Because as a salary, we can pay any employee, and as a employee, we can receive a salary. So it can be
Now,
assumed whether debited
now
and credited.
wait. Now what we have discussed earlier also that we are assuming ourselves as a business. Okay. So whenever there will be only salary, it means that we are paying the salary. We are the
Yeah.
business, so we will be paying the salary. If
Then
we
it will be debited, sir. Then it will be.
and if we will be receiving salary, na, so it will be see in first point I have written commission received. I would have written also commission only, but if commission would have been written only, na, it would have been debited because whenever only commission is written, only salary is written, then it is assumed to be expense for us. That is why I have written commission received. That is the income. Okay,
Yes.
got it. Now debtor,
Sir, personal account.
personal account, and which side?
So
Debit
It is
or credit?
it will be the
Wait,
credit, sir, credited.
let everyone answer. It will be credited. Anyone else?
Sir, debited.
It will be debited. Debtor will be debited. Okay. Now machine.
real account, sir. It is debited.
It will
Machine
be
is
debited.
real. It will be debited. Cash,
Debited.
Real account. It is
real
DR.
account, and it is debited. And bank,
Personal account.
Credited, sir.
personal account, and it is
Debit.
Debited.
debited.
DR.
Okay. It will be shown on the debit side. So I think till here everything is clear to all of you. No confusion.
Oh, sir. Got it.
Okay. Very good. Okay, one more transaction that I haven't mentioned over there. Right now, I have, if it is mentioned outstanding, suppose outstanding salary, है ना? Then what we will be doing about outstanding salary? Which account will it go? Personal, real, or nominal?
Personal account, sir. It will
Nominal
go.
account. Personal.
Raise your hands and I will ask. I have repeated it again and again. Raise your hand and I will ask. Yes, Rupam?
Sir, personal account.
Personal account. Debit or credit?
Sir, debit.
Anyone else? Yes, Revati?
Yes, sir. It's go for a personal account.
Okay. Debit or credit?
Don't have some appropriate answer what to do.
Okay. Anyone else? चलो ठीक है. First of all, you should remember that it will be a personal account. That's good. Bank over last one. Bank overdraft. If bank overdraft is given, then
Sir, personal account.
bank overdraft will also go on in personal account. So I think the now the rule is very much clear that which transaction, which item will be going in personal, which item will be going in real, and which item will be going in nominal. This is very much clear to all of you. Okay.
Sir, why we assume that bank overdraft or outstanding expense is a personal account?
Hmm.
Sir, why do we assume that it is personal account?
Now, in starting of the class, what I have told that personal account is of three types. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
What were the type that I have told?
Mm, mm, गया दिया.
See, basically what I told was individual, है ना, that is natural person, companies or a business, that is artificial person, and representative personal account. Representative personal account means that account which indirectly signifies or indirectly shows a person. So outstanding salary, outstanding rent. So what outstanding rent means, it is showing that someone has to pay the rent. Okay, it has been dues accordingly to that person. Whenever I will be telling that outstanding salary is there, so it is signifying one of the person that still the salary is outstanding, still the rent is outstanding. That is it is a representative personal account. It represents to the some person. That is why it comes to personal account. Okay.
सर
Hmm.
सर गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी अकाउंट कौन सा अकाउंट है?
See, government securities basically comes under the real, because it is an asset. Okay, so government security will be now. What we were discussing is, this was the golden rule. Now we will be discussing about modern rule. What is modern rule? Now everyone remember the modern rule?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so see, golden rule is little bit confusing. Okay, because some of the assets are shown in personal, some of the assets are shown in real. So there is a little bit of confusion regarding that. That is why what we do is, now we use modern rule more often. What does modern rule exactly is? So we will be writing 5 items, that is asset, liabilities, capital, income, gain, expense and loss. Okay, so basically these are the 5 items that we are going to discuss. So first of all, we will be discussing about financial year, accounting year. So it is very easy that what is financial year. So write it down. It is the year which is followed by a business which is followed by a business
सर फॉलोड के बाद
by a business which starts from which starts from 1st April, which starts from 1st April and ends on 31st March, ENDS, and ends on 31st March of the following year. 31st March of the following year. ठीक है, तो आई थिंक कि ये सबको क्लियर है कि फाइनेंशियल ईयर क्या होता है ना. नाउ द नेक्स्ट टर्म कम्स इज एसेट. राइट डाउन एसेट. Now please raise your hands, those who know the definition of assets or know what asset is actually. Yes, Ria.
So assets are basically the properties that are owned by the business, and there are two type of assets: current and non-current assets. Assets which from which we can generate the cash within the 1 year. That is the
Wait, Ria.
yes,
Please
sir.
repeat the definition of asset that you told us.
Assets are basically the things that are owned by the business,
Okay.
like the machinery, plants, and others. There are basically two type of assets: current
Okay,
and
no, I
non-current
have a
assets.
question. Wait, I have a question regarding that. You told a thing
Yes,
that
sir.
is owned by the business. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
is debtor a asset or not?
Data is a asset, sir. It is a current
Yeah.
asset.
Okay, debtor is an asset. So
Yes, sir.
is debtor a thing which is owned by a business?
No, sir.
Then
It yes, it is not actually owned by a business, sir. It is basically when someone is not able to pay off pay. Basically, someone is not able to pay his due. That the person becomes a debtor for me.
mm,
Like the asset which is created by the business.
see, okay, write down the definition. I'm telling you, write down and then try to understand. Okay. So see, we have two definitions regarding assets. Okay, the first one is it is the property of the business. So write down it is the property of the business. Okay, property means land, building, machine, everything comes under the property of the business. Write down or anything.
सर ये assets का definition है.
हाँ, ये assets का definition है. First thing is that it is a property of the business. Okay, it is a property, and then the another thing is write down or anything which helps in increasing income in future.
सर एक बार और बोल दीजिए. Second one.
Anything which helps in increase in income or provide benefit in future. ठीक है, पहला चीज की कोई भी थिंग या प्रॉपर्टी जो बोले दैट वाज करेक्ट, इट इज अ थिंग और इट इज अ प्रॉपर्टी. That is not wrong. That is machine, land, building, everything. But one more definition is there, that anything which gives you the profit in near future, which helps you in increasing income in near future, then it will also be an asset for you. Okay, just like debtors, stocks, all these things, this helps you in increasing income. You have a stock, you will sell the stock and you will earn more and more income. The more stock you sell, the more income you earn. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now write down there are two types of assets. Current assets and non-current assets. First one is current asset, the second one is non-current assets. Now when we are talking about current assets, write down these are those assets
अरे एक second.
Wait, sir.
सर एक और कौन सा बोले current asset और
non-current assets.
सर आप करंट एसेट का डिफिनेशन लिखेंगे.
अभी पहले current assets का definition लिखेंगे.
ओके सर.
लिखेंगे these are those assets which is converted into cash
सर which is
converted into cash within a year, which is converted into cash within a year. ठीक है, उसके बाद लिखेंगे और intended to be sold, or intended to be sold in a year, or intended to be sold in a year. ठीक है, अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, देखो कि एसेट्स तो करंट एसेट्स तो वो एसेट्स हैं जो कि एक साल के अंदर अंदर वी कन्वर्ट इट इनटू कैश, वी पुट इट इनटू यूज. Okay, so that will be the current assets for us. And the other definition why we have written is intended to be sold is something like stock. We bring stock in the business to sell it within a year. Every business brings goods in the business to sell it within 1 year. Okay, but sometimes it may happen that because of the changes in the fashion or technology or something, that stock that was brought by the business has not been sold for many times, many days. Is it possible or not? है ना? So what we are trying to say that stock will remain current assets because what we were intended was, intended का मतलब हो गया कि मकसद क्या था, मकसद था बेचना. So it will be a current asset. अगर हम किसी भी सामान को इस मकसद से लाएं कि हमको उसको बेचना ही है within a year, तो वो current assets होगा. It will be a current asset. Okay, समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this was the current asset. And now regarding non-current assets and types of non-current assets, we will be continuing it in the next class. So for today, it is done. Any questions regarding the class?
सर एक और क्वेश्चन मैं पूछना चाहूंगा आपसे सर. जैसे सर ये मैं आपने सर पीछे पढ़ाई हुई थी जो सर आउटस्टैंडिंग एक्सपेंस जो होती है सैलरी ले लेते हैं. आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरी जो होती है ये पर्सनल अकाउंट में रिप्रेजेंटेटिव होते हैं सर. तो सर लेट्स एज्यूम सर हम राम को कुछ माल बेच रहे हैं, गुड सेल कर रहे हैं, तो सर जो हम राम को इंडिविजुअल अकाउंट एज्यूम करते हैं सर. तो सर यहाँ पे अगर हम सर आउटस्टैंडिंग एक्सपेंस है तो किसी राम को सैलरी देना बाकी है, तो सर इसको भी हम इंडिविजुअल क्यों नहीं सर एज्यूम करें, जो सर आप बताए जो इसको रिप्रेजेंटेटिव किया जाता है जिसको अभी देना बाकी हो सर.
हाँ, बिकॉज वहां पे वर्ड आउटस्टैंडिंग साथ में लग गया एंड हम लोग आउटस्टैंडिंग सैलरी लिख रहे हैं, आउटस्टैंडिंग राम नहीं लिख रहे ना. सी इट रिप्रेजेंट की सैलरी राम को देना है.
यस सर.
बट वी आर नॉट मेंशनिंग आउटस्टैंडिंग राम
No,
or
sir.
anything. We are mentioning outstanding salary. So basically that outstanding salary is representing that it is to be given to the ram.
Yes sir.
It is representing a person.
Yeah.
That is why.
Sir, representative account that doesn't represent any person.
हाँ.
So it
indirectly represent any person. It doesn't directly represent it. Indirectly represent any person.
Directly. Okay sir. Got it. Very well.
सर पिछले क्लास के पीडीएफ नहीं सेंड किए हैं.
देखो पीडीएफ हम इसी के लिए ना अभी लिखवा दे रहे हैं. लास्ट क्लास वी हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट एसेट्स एंड एवरीथिंग, बट हम इसलिए लिखवा दे रहे हैं कि पीडीएफ हम नहीं सेंड कर पाए थे क्योंकि इसका वो हम अकाउंटिंग और बुक कीपिंग वाला पीडीएफ सेंड कर देंगे. उसके बाद अब वाले क्लासेस में हम सब कुछ तुम लोग को नोट डाउन करवाएंगे.